Live from the Marvel News Desk, we're going to talk about new characters coming to the game, Hela and Beast. We're going to talk about the Blitz Apocalypse. We're going to talk about the new Alliance Leagues. We're going to talk about Level 75. We're going to talk about Amazing Aim. And we're also going to talk about Greg. But before we do that, we have to say, what's up, Valley Flying?
What's up, Valley Flying? How are you guys doing? I'm hyped.
Yeah, I'm hyped too. Okay, so we're just going to recap all the news that we for the week. And so we're going to do that with Paul right now. First things first, on the loading screen, we've got Beast and Hela. And what can you say about Beast and Hela, my guy?
I am hella excited for Beast.
Gotta
open up a little cheese.
Oh my God, right?
It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that character model right there.
Yeah, we got a character model that was in the data mine. And the interesting thing about these right here is there was also a file titled Greg. And everybody's like, who is Greg? But apparently that's just a placeholder name and the developers have a sense of humor, right?
Yeah, but I think that is going to be his permanent name within the community now.
Yeah. Well, they seem to embrace things like that. So Greg is definitely a summon. That's a part of her ability. She summons Greg, and you can see there for the animations in the data mine. And we'll see how they're going to do. I mean, new characters. To me, that what means is that we're going to get the Thor rework. They pretty much said they were waiting to do that until we had some sort of Asgardians, right?
Yes, and that looks like an Asgardian. So possibly next update, my prediction, Hela, Greg, Beast, and maybe Cyclops. Maybe. It's just a prediction. We don't know any information, but that's my prediction, guys.
Well, the thing about Cyclops is that they have on the website, they have on MSF.gg, they changed the kits around, right? So I think they're still working on the kits for Cyclops, and I think you played Cyclops. Never mind. We don't want to talk about that.
We may or may have not.
We may or may have not seen other characters. We may or may not seen Cyclops. But something that we can talk about, and I want to talk about right now because it's very important, is right here, is Coulson. First of all, I have never wailed out on a character like right when they come out where I just wanted to max him out. In this game. He might be the very first one that I do.
I might have to as well. And it's a little interesting to focus on a defensive character.
Right.
Which was the devs were saying that it's kind of weird, the solution that they're making for slowing down the full clears on Alliance War. And Coulson is the solution.
You know what really annoys me?
That you have to spend money to fix the game mode?
No, that there's butterflies and storks here in the background just flying around in the middle of a war battle like nothing's going on. I do not understand that at all. What is going on? Who decided this background? We got just a little snake like crawling around like, hi, I'm a snake. Oh, dude, that's Falcon just blowing up the whole ground and people are flying off cliffs and stuff like that. We've got butterflies and storks and snakes just hanging out like nothing's happening at all, dude. Those birds would fly away if they saw Iron Man just blow up all that stuff. I can't believe it. No, okay. So legit, I just want to say this real quick about Coulson on defense in war. If you care about war, and I think we're going to go into the Alliance Leagues, and we're talking about rewards about that next after we talk about the Blitz Apocalypse. All the battles were 4 versus 5. You start off the battle with your damage dealer gone, poof, just deleted.
Pretty much.
And a lot of them, 50% of the battles, you have 2 characters completely gone. And it was like RNG dependent. And I think the only thing that worked was X-Men, Phoenix was the only thing that, because you want her to die, right? And then you win when she dies. You know what I mean? That's just kind of the way it goes. So this is going to be something, if you care about Alliance Wars, or if they ever make like a single player, like 1 versus 1 Alliance War type thing, Coulson's going to be of utmost importance, right? Would you say that's true?
Definitely if you're Alliance War, and I think it might make some fun Blitz matchups. I think you might be able to make 2 shield teams with Coulson on there with the bonuses that he gives to other shield characters.
Yeah,
and
Quake
and stuff like that. So.
Might be reabsorbed into the shield somehow based on how that works. Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about Blitz Apocalypse. My goodness, people are pretty upset about that. There was a comment there from Cerebro Nick, who we got to meet in person last week. Although I've known him for about 3 years, I've met him several times. What do you think of Nick? in person.
Cool guy. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
I like it when he doesn't do it in person,
persona.
but he twirls up his mustache sometimes and puts wax in it. He's fun. He's a pretty cool dude. But yeah, people are like, dude, wild Blitz matchmaking things. What are your thoughts on that? And for you that don't know, I'm going to show my screen right here. Is like, my God, like this is a 233,000 power team versus commander teams of 344,000. What are your thoughts on this?
I got mixed feelings on this because when you see those weird commander teams, those weird matchups, those weird teams that don't really have any synergy, I love it because it's a higher power team. I could score more in Blitz, and it's great. I like that change. I don't really understand how the matchmaking is determined at this point. It's different than it was before, but when you see those huge punch-ups, like you're showing with AIM there, and maybe it's a meta team, maybe a BKT or a Power Armor or something like that with an Ultron, you're just not punching up that much against a team that's in the meta, and that in that sense, I don't like it. So
for me,
mixed bag with
for
this.
me, for someone that does not care about Blitz, I mean, I do not care about Blitz. I mean, 1,500 is too much time. But I do like testing things. And I I want to see how this works right here. Can I beat this team? You know what I mean? That is something. Don't you want to know if I can win against that? I mean, that's like, okay. I wonder if I could win if I take out Black Panther first, or do I take apart? You know what I mean? Because these are things that come up in war, and if they come up with a single player version of war, these type of things are going to be important to know, and Blitz is going to be the perfect place to test it. How you can punch up, how certain interactions, and we're getting crazy tier 14 gold ring stuff. It's like, can I win against
punch
this?
Up against that team?
Well, like right here,
that one's tough too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can do this right here. What I would do is I would delete
80,000 powered Iron Fist right there. That's
the reason why I think this is okay is because. When I first placed Blitz, when I made my very first video about this, like a year and a half ago, I said that Blitz reminded me of this endless zombie mode where at some point you got to some level where you just can't win and you lose. And it was like, I never thought it would get to a place where I have X amount of teams that can beat, blah, 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 and I can just loop forever in Blitz. I always thought of it as some sort of mode where at some point I just wasn't going to win. And it seems like they're going back to that idea. I mean, are you opposed to that, or is that like a normal thing, or is it just annoying to you because you play a lot of Blitz, right?
I do. I'm one of the rare people that enjoys the game mode for various different reasons, but I don't know. I think that going back to that is not necessarily the worst thing, but here's the thing people got to remember. Everyone is affected by these changes in the exact same way. So it's harder for you. It's harder for everyone else as well. So as long as it's fair across the board, I have no problem with these changes.
You saw what I just did there, right? I won.
Nice.
Yeah,
see, that's the thing too. Some of these power levels, I don't know if they're accurate. We're getting the points, which is nice, but some of these characters, they don't seem like they're as strong as they appear on paper. With that,
I just see this as having to play smart and being,
that was nice, by the way. Let me just
you have to be really picky with your matchmaking. I just see this as just an extra layer of challenge, frankly. And some of them are just unreasonable and erratic, and I get that, but I never really thought of this mode as being, I should be able to end this loop with 19 teams. I thought it was like, some point this was like Call of Duty Zombies or whatever, where you just can't win, and you lose, and you have to drop down, and maybe that's what they're just trying to go for in this, and everybody's having the same problem. Let's move on to the next topic. Are you ready?
All right. Yes. What is the next topic?
All right. We're going to talk about War League starting soon. And I like this for one reason only. It looks like the rewards are going to get better. And I just want to shout out Bart, who sent me this on Twitter. He had a sneak preview for War Leagues. So what this is that you're going to go up and down with your alliance, and it doesn't change matchmaking, doesn't change anything against who you play, but as your alliance gets trophies and moves up, the rewards get quite a bit better. And I don't see that they're down or anything. It just looks like it's basically what it means to me is two things. more rewards and less of an incentive for other guilds to sandbag or do weird things with bouncing around between shell guilds. I just don't see this as a downside at all. What do you think about this?
My initial impression was about the non-factor of this leagues in the matchmaking. I thought it needed to be tied to it, but I can see some issues with that as well. One thing it definitely will eliminate, like you said, is those dummy alliances. I think it's within the terms of service in the game, but it is so far away from the spirit of the game that I don't like that, and I'm hoping that this will eliminate that because it's not. Yeah. It's not cool, in my opinion.
I just want more rewards. It looks like this will get more rewards, and there's going to be a persistent incentive to win to go up to the next league, right? And once you get into a league that you're comfortable in, then you're going to be getting more rewards, which is good. Yeah. But whether you win or lose any individual match, looks like the spread is pretty tight between the two. So I think that's fine. Let's go to the data mine. Coulson is going to be unlocked through Blitz. I know you're going to love that, right?
No, I play the mode, but one of the reasons I like it is when I get a break and I could actually do testing for war and stuff. But I got mixed feelings about Blitz, but I do enjoy it more than not.
Right.
So.
And it looks like Graviton is going to be in Blitz as well, which is kind of strange because they're having that event reward where you can get the refreshes and stuff like that. So they're doing both. That's kind of strange, right? Well,
they've put that in for every single character. So
okay,
it may or may not be coming. Usually when they have a date, that means it's coming. So this may or may not ever come in the game.
Okay, and then probably the most interesting thing in this entire video is right here. And you said this has been in the data mine before, and everything in the data mine is subject to change. They can do whatever they want with this data mine stuff. It says Blitz for the stars. It says purchase Red Store fragments in the Blitz store using Blitz credits for a limited time. Are you hoarding Blitz credits right now? I am.
I can't. I got to play war. I got to farm rhinos. So you probably should if you care more about the long-term effects of this game and your alliance is cool with that. You don't have to be spending as much, but you probably should.
I like the war mode, and I think I've just decided to go hard on war mode, and I'll get the Rhino and Rescue when I get them. And luckily this time around, we got paired up against Alliance that was taking a week off or they weren't trying hard, so I was able to save up all my Blitz. And then every Sunday, we seem to get a lot also. I do all the milestones in Blitz, by the way. I think at a minimum, if you take the game seriously, you should be doing that. And then down further, we're going to get some Deadpool Blitz. I know a lot of people probably are still waiting to get their Deadpool. If you played the game for a long time, you already have it. And then further down, we have the Iron Man Legendary event. And then we're going to get Ultima 7. Are you ready for Ultima 7?
I am. I had some fun doing that with the theory crafting, and I like these Ultimus raids because there's no restriction like the Greek raids.
Yes. And the thing I want to say about Ultima 7 and the level 75 and the tier 14, the level 75 and the tier 14 is just progression that's going to make the credit crunch worse and so on and so on. And it really doesn't help anything except for in raids. Would you agree with that? It just seems like some people are going to wail harder and get things faster, but it doesn't really change much except for that I'm going to have a lot less credits and there's going to be this crazy credit crunch. But going up in levels is going to help in the raids, right?
Yeah, I mean, primarily that's what you're doing because most of the time you're competing against other people's teams. So it's primarily for the raids. You could really beat the campaigns. You could beat the challenges with the current levels that we got. We don't need extra levels to do that stuff. Right. So yeah, raids is primarily where this is going to be affected.
And then going to level 75, you were telling me just right now that going to level 75 takes about 3 months.
I think if you spend no cores, do no refreshes, I think someone did the calculations in my alliances, took a little over 3 months to get there.
I'm still at level 70. You're still at level 70.
I'm going to be there for a while.
Yeah, it's a slow, and I really just want to get to 71 to get those 5 ever extra save slots. That's all I care about right now. And then there's some new unique Gear 14 pieces. They come up in the store. They're like 32,000 credits. I buy those. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I buy them as well. I don't know what they're for. I don't know who I'm going to need them for, but they're unique, so I'm buying them.
I pretty much right now, anything, I click on everything in the supply store, and if I have 0, 1, or under 30, I just keep buying things. It's like I know we're going to need it. Seems like there's going to be some sort of cap, and we're going to need that stuff. And then lastly, I just want to touch on AIM. I've done testing on AIM. Have you done much testing on AIM?
Not yet. I haven't even done too much theory crafting at this point.
Okay. I'm still going to test it in Ultima 6, so stay tuned for a video on that. And then I've put it on defense and war. And if I have good response with that or good results with that, I'll also make future videos. But I'm mostly trying to pull the community on what they're doing with AIM. If you're having a top secret AIM team, put it in the comment section or whatever. You know what I mean. But somebody has found the perfect AIM team. I want to know. And right now I'm seeing it as a defensive war team and a blitz team. And so offense, I find that it's really slow and it takes a long time and it's kind of grindy and kind of tedious actually. Or even a raid team would be interesting. I'm just fascinated with AIM. Check out the video. So guess what time it is?
Are we getting something?
Yeah,
as viewers,
it's time for the
I
giveaway.
love it. I love it. It's my favorite part. It's my favorite part of the video.
Part.
Like getting all of this non-scammy stuff in my account.
All right. Well, now it's time for the giveaway. I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account an 8-star Greg.
This is not a scam.
Yeah, Greg. I really hope that they just call him Greg in game as a meme, because they're kind of into the memes. We were talking about that. We were playing around with a development iPad, and it had like all these saved team slots, and it said BKT right inside of the game. Like that's a meme created by the community, the best Cree team, and that was right in their save slots tab. And you know what? They had more than 25 save slots, by the way.
Yeah,
and so if they need that many save squads, shouldn't we have that many save squads?
We should. We should get the same amount as you guys said.
Yeah, well, it was a little different.
I don't know if that's feasible, but yeah, this guy's name is Greg. I don't care what they changed his name to officially. The community, he's going to be known as Greg for
Hella Summon is called
ever.
Greg from now on. And yeah, it says it right there. Greg PNG was actually the file name inside of the data mine. So that's fantastic.
Yes.
All right, guys, head over to Valley Flying's channel. We're doing a very different video over there. So we like to recap the news, and we have different takes on things. And as always, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.
Woo!